Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 5th of February, 2024. A very different kind of streaming day again. While yesterday was all reacting, today was all gameplay. And we had a interesting topic to talk about on the podcast today. We had a full stream of Tekken 8, which ended up being different from originally what I thought it would be in two different ways. And then we had a nice, awesome progression night in Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. So let's talk. Podcast today. Basically gave everyone an update on everything, including how well the React stream went last night with Dark Souls. Hoping that everyone will check it out. So far, I think almost 1,000 people have checked out part 1. I hope people will keep watching because I really loved doing that. So I hope people are enjoying it over on DSP Throwback. The big topic of discussion this morning was about Xbox supposedly is going to port, Microsoft exclusive games to other consoles, but there's so much crazy speculation with zero info. Everyone's literally making stuff up about this with no factual basis, and they're turning it into this giant drama for essentially attention on the internet rather than just waiting for an official announcement. It actually got so bad today. Phil Spencer came out and said, I'm going to do an announcement next week because of all this stuff on the internet I want to clarify. So we're going to see what he has to say next week. I think everyone should shut up about it until he actually comes out and talks because there's nothing to say until then. But anyway, we talked about that on the podcast. First stream today was Tekken 8. Now, originally, today was supposed to be me playing a new character. The problem with that was I was so overworked yesterday from doing all that reacting. I didn't feel like I wanted to go and watch videos of Tekken and try to learn a new character before I went to sleep. I wanted to spend time with my wife and then go right to bed because I was tired. So I didn't do that. So I told everyone today we would play with the existing characters that I've used. When I started playing today, I started with Paul, and I realized something. Oh, wow, Paul is like way under-leveled compared to King or June because I only used him for an hour. I used him for 1 hour on launch day. I kicked ass with him, by the way. And then I switched to King. Then I played another stream with King. Then I played 2 streams with June. I never went back to Paul, so he was way low. I was like, man, all these initial fights are quite boring. I'm just spanking these people because they don't really know how to fight. They're lower level players. I was like, well, I got to play with him and grind a bit to get him leveled up so that I can actually play better players. So after playing for about an hour, people were saying, hey, will you make a customized Paul? So I did, and people were like, you know what? Just keep playing with Paul because you didn't really get a lot of great gameplay in there with him. So I did, and I'll tell you, by the end of the stream, things went very interestingly. Fought better players, learned better strategies with him, more consistent comboing this time around than the first stream that I did with him, which was good. Little throw mix-ups and stuff in there, learning better punishes and things. And by the end, finally what was happening was I was playing better players, and I was starting to learn matchup knowledge, which is what I need. I need to know when I'm fighting a certain character, what do their high-low mix-ups look like? What does their sweep look like so I know how to block it on command, right? What to expect when it comes to what they're going to try to do to stuff me or maybe punish me, like what's safe against them, what's not. This is matchup knowledge I will only get by playing the game a lot. And if I'm constantly swapping characters, I'm not going to learn that stuff. I need to stick with characters for a while to learn it. Most people playing Tekken 8 have not switched characters. They're picking the same character about a week and a half in. And pro players are at like 200k points now because they've only been sitting and playing one character for a week and a half. I'm at like 87k points, but that's because I have 3 characters I've used. If I'd stuck with one character, I'd probably be much higher ranked. Anyway, I thought the stream went really well. I had a great time with it. For those who were there, they seemed to enjoy it. But again, I'm just going to reiterate, Tekken 8 is not getting the attention Street Fighter 6 did in any way, shape, or form. It's always way less people watching, way less people engaging, and way less people supporting. And I guess it's because I don't have a background in Tekken. I'm known for Street Fighter, so more people were hyped for that. The thing is, if I keep playing Tekken 8 with a certain characters, let's say I focus in on the 3 I have, maybe eventually adding 1 more, I feel like I could get good at the game. I could play enough, I could practice enough to actually get good and play high-level matches, but I need to get to that point by playing a lot, which I'm not doing. This week I only played twice and I'm done. I'm not even playing it again until Friday, But I think I could get there. If you remember with Street Fighter 6, it took me 2 months to get a handle on all the different mechanics and things, and I feel like with this game, it'll be kind of the same. Like 2 months in, I probably will get much better and start doing way more advanced things. But for whatever reason, the audience is not as big of an audience for it as it was for Street Fighter. And there's really nothing I can do about that. I can't make my audience like Tekken. People keep asking me, do you like the game? I'm like, yeah, I actually really like it. I think it's a great game. I don't know why that's not resonating with a lot of the audience. But I'm having a great time. I enjoyed the stream. All right? Enjoy the videos. They're on demand right now. Tonight's late stream was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Went really well. I actually played extra late. I played 2.5 hours tonight. Basically, we finished Chapter 3 and got into Chapter 4. And then Chapter 4 introduced a bunch of new mechanics, such as the blacksmith, the Sujimon battles, and things like that. And I'm like, man, you know, I get it. But I wish if I wanted to just do the story, I could have done some of the story. They really beat around the bush in this game when it comes to introducing all these things and forcing them down your throat. Like just the other night, it was, oh, the food delivery. I might never ever do the food delivery ever again. I don't know why that was part of the story and forced down your throat. You could have easily made it a side mission that was optional, right? Same thing here with the Sujimon. Like, I want to do the Sujimon, but I want to get to the part of the game where I unlock this Dondoko Island that I could do it with my wife. Then I'll go back and do other optional stuff. I don't know why I had to waste a half an hour tonight doing the intro to Sujimon, but I'm not really interested in it right now, right? But that's the way they made this game. The good news is by the end of the night, we had unlocked Giant Story. We're in District 5, which is the Barracuda's headquarters. We're in the midst of gauntlets of fights and interesting developments. So it looks like probably when I play this again on Wednesday night, we will complete Chapter 4, heading into Chapter 5, which is the chapter where you get the job systems. And the cool thing about that is that maybe I can have some job systems when I play it on my Super Bowl Marathon and play with the NFL build that is exclusive to people who bought the better version of the game, which I did. So how cool, I'm doing a Super Bowl Marathon event and I dress up as a football player and I'm beating people up in the game. That could be pretty neat. So hope for the best for that. Maybe it'll work out, okay? But anyway, I had a great time with it tonight. Chill audience. You know, a good interactive crowd. Support, very slow, but I don't care. It doesn't always have to be great. That's the good thing about having variety streams, is as long as the support is generally good on everything, it doesn't matter that you have a slow night with a game like a Dragon. It doesn't faze me in the least. Great night overall. Superb streaming day. Had a great time with everything I did. Okay? Now tomorrow, completely different streaming day, because tomorrow in the day stream, we're going back to Baldur's Gate 3. So that'll continue on with the exploration of Act 2. And then tomorrow night, it is Pal World, my weekly late night Pal World stream where we chill and I continue to explore, catch pals, craft, improve, and, you know, head into further stuff. At the last week's stream, I had bought or crafted so much. A shield, a better spear, a better bow, like all these improvements. I didn't really get to use them. So this week, I'll focus on using them. Maybe by the end of tomorrow night, we can actually beat the first boss. That would be pretty cool. I guess we'll see what happens. So tomorrow, totally different styles of stuff. And then again on Wednesday, more Baldur's Gate 3. And that's when the next Like a Dragon stream is. Okay? Everyone, thank you so very much. Have a good night. Enjoy the content. Please be safe. See you tomorrow for a fun podcast and Baldur's Gate 3. Peace out.